live.
Woo! Ow.
Really?
I feel like I should put my mouth right up to the microphone and start eating cookies. But
So anyway, welcome to session 20 of Rise of the Runelords.
yay!
We are almost a quarter of a century old. Almost.
Wait, are we assuming that there's like a year in between
No.
these games?
No.
Holy crap!
Shut up. Hopefully we should be finishing up chapter 2 by the end of tonight.
You assume too much.
Yes, I know. But we last left off with everybody in the underbridge visiting a hermaphrodite tiefling that Stanton and his sister know all too well from their childhood.
Now, not all too well. You couldn't know this person well enough.
Uh-huh. So I guess if everybody's ready, we can kick right off, yes?
Yes.
So yeah, I believe we left off with her inviting everybody into her little shack filled with statues and random
What were they statues of?
intimately entwined succubi. And there are also statues tastefully done of the female form. Not erotically, tastefully.
Theodora is actually very impressed.
So she's walking in, she's moving things out of the way, the clear path as she goes over to her counter. What are you
Are
doing?
you hiding something? Oh my gosh.
My character sheet.
Alright. We're off to a wonderful start, everyone.
Will evidently has a boner.
So yeah.
No.
She turns and she looks at Sam and says, why don't you take off that ridiculous mask and make yourself comfortable here?
But I'm comfortable in the mask.
It looks silly on you. You used to have such a handsome face growing up.
I
Even
did not.
if it was dirty.
I did not age well.
Oh, take it off!
That's what he said.
I like the dragon. Tea? It should be fresh.
Oh, yes, please.
Should be. So she goes to the back and lifts a pot like, you know, I know tea. Sorry.
Mold colonies.
Yes. Let's just go with mode colonies. Let's just go with mode colonies. As she scampers to keep the lid down.
Bird bath.
What?
Bird bath.
No. So what brings you back to your old neck of the woods?
Well, you know that clock tower?
Oh yes, I got 50 gold running on it.
Well, there's a very good chance it might be getting knocked down tonight.
I do hope it takes down 2 buildings with it.
I like you.
She just grins. 2 buildings and 7 people. The stakes are very high on that one.
You know, in the presence of a cleric, you may not necessarily want to be bidding on people dying.
This is the underbridge, darling. You've lived here.
I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just saying don't do it in front of me. I do have protocol to follow now.
Whatever. So, what about the clock tower?
Well, have you seen any strange traffic going in and out of it?
And in, and out, and in.
Your dragon is
Ow.
very naughty.
You know, I said the same thing.
Well, aside from the usual children and young teens that try to go in there for the spend the night, get famous sort of deal, nothing in particular. There have been stories of some large creature coming in and out of it in the middle of the night. But I, like many people, do not stay out on the streets in the middle of the night in this part of the town.
It tends to be hazardous to one's health.
Very.
Well, I figured that we'll be making a stop there. Just thought I'd say hi while I'm still in the neighborhood.
You mean to go in there?
That is the intention, yes.
Did you not hear the part about giant creature going in and out of it?
We've had histories with giant creatures.
I see. Well, one moment. She goes underneath her desk and digging around and brings up a single potion. It's like, take this. As she stands up.
Brandy?
No. It is a potion of cure-light wounds.
Ah. I figured someone living in this town might have more use for it than us.
You're the ones going in the clock tower.
In that case, thank you.
And do be careful and say hi to your sister for me next time you see her.
Will do.
Yes, thank you. So, when you step back outside, it's about past sundown, and you're already under the bridge, so it's pretty much darkness everywhere.
Should we not be outside right now?
If the reports on murder rates in the city or anything to go on, yes. We may want to get to that tower. Surprisingly, it may be safer than here.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So, no incidents happens. You make it to the clock tower, so I'm going to go ahead and switch everybody over to that page. Now, when you get inside the clock tower, you end up finding out that there's no source of light coming from the inside. So right now you're all just standing in pitch blackness.
Corbin pulls out his wayfinder and says light. And now we have light.
Awesome. So, it just works like a light spell?
Yep.
So,
Convenient.
40 feet dims at 20. All players see. There we go. Let there be light.
Shield, torch. Does someone want a light spell?
Now, Chapin, I don't know if you'll be able to see this on your screen since you're controlling two characters at once. but
Resistance, guidance.
Theodora is capable of seeing twice the amount as long as she stays in that light radius.
Guidance, resistance.
So you said you're holding up a torch now, right?
Right. Does anyone want a light spell that looks like I can keep one of those active?
Lucy can have a light spell. She doesn't have light right now, but... Detect magic.
So, like, what on Lucy are you casting the light spell?
Her staff.
Okay. So, everybody has light, and Theodora has low light vision, so everyone's all good. So you're doing detect magic. Here's what. Allow me to first explain what you're all seeing, since now you've lit up the place just a tad. The air inside the clock tower is dusty and dry. Swaths of rubble and mounds of plaster lie in heaps on the stone floor, particularly in the southwest corner. A single wagon sits to the northeast, and 6 partially collapsed offices line the northern and eastern walls, their doors hanging askew and their ceilings caved in. A wooden staircase winds up to the cavernous space above. I would mention this next part, but since you guys are only able to see so far with the light, when you look up, it just continues in the darkness.
That might be good too.
Gordon.
Here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now, something else to remember about light. When you or anybody is in the dimmer portion of the light radius, they pretty much have concealment, 20% chance of missing when subject to an attack. They also get bonuses to stealth checks.
I cast the last one under the level 1 spells. Detect evil.
Detect evil. Okay.
Theodore is sniffing around.
So we got detect magic and detect evil going around.
He is.
So let me work around the clock here. So first, your detect magic. Presence or absence of magical auras. Second round number of different magical auras. Strength and location of each aura. Okay. Lucy,
Yes.
when you cast detect magic, you feel a faint presence. That magic once resided on this floor, but the more you try to feel for it, it doesn't get it. So you only feel that faint presence, like whatever was here giving off a magical aura is probably not or deactivated.
Okay.
Your detect evil. Just making sure if it has any, how far you're able to go outward.
60 feet.
Yeah, 60-foot cone. So, I'm guessing you're pretty much just standing in a corner and where are you standing when you cast this out?
Why are you casting? Why are you? He moves over to this side and casts it outward like that.
Okay, so you pretty much get almost free reign of it. You do not feel an evil presence within your range.
I don't know how to delete it.
You see what your players are doing?
Sorry.
Yes.
It's bad to give me a touch screen.
I can delete it.
Thank
There we
you.
So,
I was considering it, but decided not to.
so you feel faint presence of magic. You
Okay.
feel no evil. As for Theodora sniffing around, when she wanders around towards that corner, she can make a perception check if she wants.
Okay, but there are my dice. That would probably be something good to have her do.
And anybody else can make a survival roll if they want.
Gun it. Why is it going back to
12 plus whatever Theodora's perception, 5.
17.
17.
Yes.
And for Lucy's survival, 4 plus 16.
Can I make an untrained survival check?
She already got it.
Alrighty.
Okay. As for Theodore's perception. Well,
The box.
I know. But that's a long way away. I know it's right there.
Theodore's perception when she heads towards that corner of the map reveals nothing, but she does get the strong odor of decay coming from this direction.
She follows it.
Standard door breaching procedure.
Okay, so she goes outside the door and points to it.
Well, that
And
door
then-
is actually open
Oh,
because it's this door right here.
okay, so she
Up,
peeks
up,
inside.
This door right here. When she looks inside, she sees what looks like some type of makeshift bedding, but nothing else. And the strong smell of decay is coming from in that room, but it's surprisingly empty.
She points to the bedding.
Who else did some? Oh yeah, your survival check was over, so
Corbin is getting stealthy with a 28,
all right.
sneaking into the room.
Hold on.
Lucy, your survival check reveals that
Protection from evil. Communal.
your survival check details that you see a significant amount of foot traffic has been through this entire area, but several of them being medium-sized humanoids. But you also see a pair of enormous, misshapen footprints.
I point them out.
The freshest pair heading out the main door.
Okay.
And
Corbin is in the room with perception of 29. Or wait, perception of 27.
you are able to find a moldy, leathery sack hidden amongst all the bedding. And when you lift it up, it's heavy, like it has stuff in it.
Opens the sack.
You find a whole bunch of monies inside of it. 125 gold, 309 silver. You also find a tarnished silver ring worth 75 gold, and a silver mirror worth 50 gold.
Okay.
Other than that, nothing else.
Take it.
Alright.
Do these doors here?
Yeah, those are doors, but when you try to open them, you can't because they're all collapsed in.
Okay. So,
The only other point of interest that I can name off is the stairs heading up.
same with that door.
Yes. Torchless.
Which way is up? There's no arrow.
The yellow line means up.
Yes, but it doesn't say from which side. It's a yellow line.
You start from this side.
Okay. So moving up that way. Stealthing
So-
up to the next level.
So since this is a 5-foot wide staircase, everybody get in marching order.
That's never a good sign.
Hmm?
That's never a good sign.
Okay, so and move over to the right side of your screen, and you will find where you're all going.
Cool.
You want to stay on the stairs. So,
light spells off, by the way.
Huh?
Light spells off since he's being sneaky.
Okay, so getting rid of the light spell. So if you want to be sneaky, do you want to pull ahead of the group to stay out of their light?
So, let's see. Alright, going to the first landing.
Alright, so what was your stealth roll again?
28.
28, alright. So, the inner walls of this vast space is traversed by a winding wooden stairway supported by an intricate network of wooden beams, but lacking, at many stretches, a handrail or other enclosures. And in certain places, 2 or even 3 stairs at a time are partially missing or gone. Alright, so you're all pretty much heading up the stairs in that direction. That way you had a 28 stealth roll. Alright. How's everybody else? Is everybody else staying close, or how are you adjourning these stairs? Traversing these stairs.
Theodore's flying.
Cool. I'm just using this one map space for the stairs that's going all the way around, so there's no need to move. I just need to know where you all are.
Okay, continuing up. Corbin's going to stay one landing ahead of the party.
Cool. Alright, as you all make it halfway up the stairs, I need everybody to make a perception check. So 26.
And 15 plus 5 for Theo.
So Lucy and Theodore definitely hear this.
22 for Stanton.
Is it?
Stanton hears it too.
It's a 29.
So you hear this too. So none of you are caught flat-footed by this. You all hear the sound of a rope being cut, still several feet above you. And then a large bell rings out as it comes crashing down. Targets 1d4 characters. So, yeah. Targets 1d4 characters. Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, and Theodora is 4. 3. So, just the PCs. Attack plus 15.
Jesus.
And this is versus your ACs. Theodora gets a pass from this since she's flying. So, yeah, 15 plus 17. That's pretty much going to hit everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
6d6 bludgeoning damage. You all take 25 points of damage. Bell breaks the stairs in a 10-foot line slope wherever it hits a PC. Character damage by the bells.
How much damage?
25. So now the 3 of you have to make reflex saves to be able to cling to the stairs and save yourselves from falling all the way back down to the ground floor.
Reflex saves.
Yes. You have to get a 15 or higher.
Resistance gives everyone a +1.
She's clinging onto Theodora's tail as well as...
What do we have to beat?
A 15. Is Corbin going to reroll?
Made it.
Made it.
Yeah.
Alright.
And that's even worse.
Oh, snap.
Last chance.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
So Corbin takes the fall. Half of 180 is 90 feet. So Corbin falls 90 feet to the ground floor.
Holy shit.
Would entangle slow his fall?
No.
Besides, there's no plants around for you to grow. Oh, falling damage.
Carry a house plant with you. Use it as...
I might have to start doing that.
Falling. Character. Creature that falls takes 1d6 points of damage per 10 feet to a maximum of 20. So 20d6. I'm just going to roll that on here because I don't have that many d6s.
Ignoring the first 10 feet.
Okay. So we'll take away the 6 and the 3. So minus 9, that's 63 points of damage.
Okay.
So you all see Corbin fall along with the bell.
Does he die? Because
I don't know,
it seems like he would die.
Yeah, Corbin's dead.
Not, do you mean like dead?
Like dead.
Like...
Guess we took the first damage from the bell, and then damage from the fall. Yes, Corbin is dead.
So you just lost the second character to the bells.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it was fun. I know it's a little early to wrap up a game.
Well, you all the rest of you managed to save yourselves. Do you just stay there staring down, or do you run back down to him?
Lucy runs back down to him.
Alright, so you see him splattered all over the ground.
She's a little traumatized.
Would a cure critical wounds help?
Not after the death.
Cure light wounds, heal.
I don't think so, Tim.
How do you heal a pot of chili? I mean...
So, I'm just sitting here waiting to see how the characters handle this.
Lucy's completely stunned.
You hear a bunch of laughter from high above you.
I have a way to get back at you, you sneaky asshole. Let's see.
Well, shit. Theodora loots the body.
I didn't actually think I would kill one of you, but at least it was the character that was going to get retired anyway.
You know, I have a level 3 spell slot open.
What are you going to do?
No.
Let's see. Oh, where are all those wonderful spells? Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you all know, amongst this game group, there has never actually been a character death. So
I can
this
do
is a first for all. of us. I mean, not for the society player, but this is a first for us.
I could do a Summon Monster 3.
Okay.
And I could summon lots of little creatures that you have to handle.
Okay, then.
Let's see. 1d3 from the second.
So, what does
list.
Theodora get off of his body?
Are we, well, let's think about this. What items are damaged by a fucking bell turning him into jelly?
Actually, I would say almost all of your shit would have been damaged from that.
Yeah.
Especially your potions.
Yeah, those are no good anymore.
Your
They're
armor?
just glass shards.
Mithril chain shirt.
Mithril is supposed to be extremely resilient.
That would
Not when it has a man's chest embedded in it.
What?
That probably would have survived. Let's see. He has +1 quarterstaff.
That would have broken.
What about your mask? Your sexy ass mask?
That was tattooed on his face.
Yeah, it's grafted in. It's skin at this point.
I didn't ask that.
Let's see.
So-
Had the quarterstaff, the mithril chain shirts. So did the bell fall on top of him, we're saying? Because the fall wouldn't have broken any of the magic stuff, but a bell falling on
Yeah,
top of him
Uh,
sure would have.
you've seen the
It
scene
pretty-
from like
pretty
Final
much-
Destination 3 when the glass falls on the guy and he just kind of.
It pretty much words it. The bell that it attacks you for 66 points of damage. The bell breaks stairs in a 10-foot long swath wherever it hits a PC. So it broke 30 feet of stairs, considering it hit all three of you. And a character damaged by the bell falls. So it's more like it hits you first and then you fall.
Okay, well, the fall itself wouldn't have broken up the magic armor.
Right, so the armor
The
is
magic
okay.
gear. Most of his gear would have, like, mundane gear would be done. But, +1 mithril chain shirts.
So
Plus
+1
one
mithril
quarterstaff,
chain.
masterwork backpack, alchemist kit.
That would probably be broken since it's all glass and whatnot.
Well, that's got crafting kit, but it's also got tons of other mundane stuff.
He was carrying around a spell book or something too, wasn't he?
He has quite a number of books for various things. He's got some scrolls. Whatever you want to do with those. Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
So the mithril chain, the +1 mithril shirt, the wand,
And the +1 quarterstaff.
and the +1 quarterstaff.
Luckily, he left the alchemist's lab at home, otherwise it would have been a big mess.
I actually kind of feel bad that I killed one of the player characters.
Oh boy. Well,
I'm just a storyteller, so you two are going to have to roleplay amongst yourselves how to handle this. You just hear laughter coming from high above you, echoing down.
I still have no problem with knocking the tower over.
yeah, let's do that.
Assholes.
Do you like drag Lucy away?
Kind of turn her away so that she's not looking at Corbin the pancake.
Yeah, she breaks out crying. Yeah.
I don't know how to continue from this. You have your mages set up already, don't you?
Yep, I just don't have them with me.
Okay.
Oh.
So what do you two do?
So, should we, evacuate the buildings around it? Or...
Yeah.
You're going to bring down the clock tower.
Yes.
Explain.
Although undetermined, we do have a significant amount of capital on us. We use this capital to buy lots of black powder from an alchemist.
Okay.
We then tell the people in surrounding buildings, hey, we're conducting a late-night demolition. You may want to evacuate the area.
Now.
We then set up all the black powder cakes around the base of the tower.
And Theodora, in order to aid in evacuation, uses the bell. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
So, yeah, now that you actually got people willingly evacuating because they're like, it's finally coming down. Oh my god! I hope I win the pool.
If there was a time to bet on the tower, now's it.
So yeah, you got that all going on, and
You brought the hammer down on yourself, or Bell, I should say.
how much would black powder cost, or would you know offhand?
There should be.
This
Let's go to Ultimate Equipment.
is such a. I only did the check.
I know. You're in a horrible position because it's written in the book. That's what happens.
I mean, I gave him a chance to give up a second hero point, but he was like, "No, I'll take the fall."
Barrel would be
2
2 gold.
gold? Holy shit!
2 gold just for the barrels. Yeah.
Oh.
For a barrel. That's actually pretty good.
So down here and
Alchemical remedies.
Oh, it could remedy quite a few things.
Firework jammer.
Fireworks might work.
Alchemical tools. Maybe black fire clay. Always present one to its touch. Balming fluid. That might be useful.
You could find some use for that.
Invisible ink.
Alright,
we'll
Bugs
get some of
Bunny?
that.
Theodora goes in and tries to scoop up the remains.
Alchemist fire.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Alchemist tools.
Not seeing anything for black powder.
Hold on. Why don't we just get a whole bunch of clerics or mages or wizards from the Abatar, Church of Abatar? Whatever.
Abadar.
Abadar. and have
It's
them
all
all
the
like
same.
cast fireball on the base. It would essentially do the same thing, right?
Huh?
Let's go to
Huh?
I mean,
Your tiefling friend is a 8th level sorcerer, so they would.
Booyah!
Okay, so forget the black powder. She
See, now
just.
I'm intrigued.
I don't know how to go about the rest of the night down a player character unless we have you play a random one-off NPC. But, a random NPC, but
I could,
if you're up to that, because I do have the NPC codex here.
I could just download, real quick, get a, pre-gen.
Okay. So you do that while we handle it. So she walks over. She's like, "You ready for this?" Small pellet fires out from her fingertip. And when it hits one of the support beams, it explodes into a 20-foot radius ball of fire. You hear some cracking, you hear some creaking, and it all comes tumbling down. It ends up taking with it 19 buildings. It just lands onto
19?
it lands onto a straight line of buildings.
Are we talking like little shacks?
Yeah.
and they're all like Hopefully.
They're all evacuated, so those who were hoping on deaths lost out on that portion. But when the smoke clears and they're pretty much like, looks like about 19 shacks, a whole bunch of people are all pissed off, and other ones like,
Yes!
Well,
Do you feel this? Do you feel it?
and
So, how's the rest of the night gonna go?
well, here's the fun part. Roll a will save
Oh, no.
as you hear a voice seeming to come from directly beside you. You have to be at an 18.
Ooh, that's my high one.
Hero point. Oh, shit.
I got
15 plus 9.
it. You get it. Lucy gets it.
What do we have to beat?
You have to be at an 18.
And 19 plus 4 for Theo.
So Theo and Lucy get it.
11 plus... Yeah, I beat it.
Alright. Beating it means that you know for a fact that whoever is talking to you is not any of the people around you. You recognize it as a spell. What kind of spell, you would have to roll spellcraft for that. Here's what... It's a female voice. It has a kind of a hiss to it that says, that was a bit anticlimactic.
A bit creative, though.
I must say, I'm sorry for the... No, I'm not sorry for the loss of your friend.
You will be.
I'm especially not sorry for your sister's demise in the next hour.
Lol, what?
Stanton starts running as fast as he can back to the cathedral.
Alright. Does Lucy follow?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so when you run back to
Theodora starts to root through the rubble for any nice trinkets or something, and Lucy grabs her tail and runs.
roll me 3d6. You're making a luck roll. Because either Theodora is going to find something very important or find something random.
1 up, 1 down. Yeah.
One up, one down. So, 50-50 shot. Theodora finds a rolled up scroll with a seal on it just before she's pulled away.
Cool.
And as soon as you all leave, the rest of the town starts looting the place.
Mhm.
So, I'm pretty much going to go ahead and tell you all, you missed out on a hell of a payload.
Theodora is screaming the entire way back.
Hell, I'm talking 100 platinum, 900 gold, 8,100 silver, and 33,000 copper kind of payout.
Money versus the death of a friend.
So anyway, she managed to grab a rolled up parchment with a seal on it before she's grabbed away. When you make it back to the cathedral, you find the head ordinator standing there in the main room, clutching a raven in one hand and holding a parchment in the other, and he is just in pure disbelief. And when you all barge through the door, he looks over and says, "They took her. They took her. From the market of all places."
I knew it was a bad idea letting her go to the market.
Do you know where they took her?
He holds the parchment out to you. looks badly written in common, almost as if a child wrote it. And it says, "Come to Dockway. Come to Dockway, abandoned storage, marked with X."
Apparently...
We could call it.
Oh, there we go. Crisis averted. Yeah, we go there. Well, I go there. I don't know if everyone else...
Lucy
I'm
follows.
just going to have my wife send me a picture of the character sheet for my ranger.
She knows it?
No, but she can just take a picture of it.
Okay.
Hi. I need you to do me a favor.
Woo! And joining us is a random ranger that we've never met before.
Well,
Maybe. I don't know.
you all might want to stop by and we'll have to work that in.
To the left, there's a monitor on the floor.
So we're pausing for right now, people.
So I had a Chipotle burrito today. And I got it free because I went on the day that they had like the special like sofritas or whatever it is. It's like the special like new tofu vegan thing that they have now for filling in their burritos. And when you bought it on a special day, they give you a voucher for a free burrito. So I cashed that in today.
Cool. Sounds good.
I generally get like barbacoa with white rice and black beans, and like everything else except for the two salsas.
Is it spicy at all?
No, you can leave it in here. Just
A little bit,
Yeah,
but
too
it's
much for me.
if you're able to handle Cool Ranch Doritos.
It's a different type of spicy.
Alright.
So,
Before you all run off, he looked.
yeah, so I need two.
Personally, he's very downstairs. Like, I'm so sorry that this happened. I don't know who could have done this. And didn't you all have a third member?
Theodora holds up the jar of remains that she collected.
Like the mask is like floating towards
Yeah.
the outside of the...
Yep.
Will you add a? We can just keep using Corbin, but will you add a token
Yeah.
for the animal companion?
Yeah.
His name is Patch. He's a badger, and he's badass.
Sweet.
Because... does he like honey?
Honey
Because
Badger don't
otherwise...
give a-
Because if so, then he doesn't give a fuck.
Honey Badger don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, going to give control of this to Corbin.
Badger, 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 badger,
Mushroom, mushroom.
Does the Badger have anything like low light vision?
Yes,
He's got a cigar.
and he also has scent.
A cent. One.
Yes.
He uses it to ride on the pony and mire.
Have you actually watched a documentary about the honey badger?
I've watched it.
They really are badass.
They are.
They are. They are amazing. Like they go to raid beehives, and they're getting stung everywhere, and they don't care. And they just keep eating the honey, the
Honey Badger
beehive.
does good shit.
Yeah,
So,
it's awesome.
yeah, he sees the jar and he's like, what in Abadar's name happened to him?
Got squished by a bell.
They decided to kill our friends, so we decided to knock down a tower and kill 3 of theirs.
I see. What tower?
The one that everyone kept bidding on.
Lots of loot was exchanged this day, and many loot missed out on.
It was a late night demolition.
I see. Well then, before you run off, you might want additional help, especially since we don't know what you're running into.
A lot less of them now.
You
I
never
think it's
know.
a snake lady.
Give me a moment. And he, what's your ranger's name?
Tadewayne.
Tadewayne?
Yep.
He calls for Tadewayne.
He would have come from the society lodge.
Okay. By the way, he's been working with some of our guards here in town. He might be able to assist you. And go ahead and describe your temporary character.
He's an elven ranger. Hey, look, non-human.
Ew. Why are you doing this to us?
That's different.
And he walks in and says, "You can call me Tadewayne." That's all he says.
Hello, Tadewayne.
And this is Patch.
No time for pleasantries. Let's go.
He doesn't do pleasantries, so yeah.
Alright, so you run towards the dockway, and you eventually come across a storage shed that has an X on its doorway.
Is this daytime?
Excuse me.
No, this is still nighttime. In fact, I wanted to move you all to where the actual doorway is. So yeah, the door is right there in front of you. The place looks a little run down and unused. The streets are only lit up by those lanterns spewed all about, and the moonlight as well.
Torch, shield, light on Lucy, guidance all around, resistance all around, and let's see.
Detect magic.
I have protection from evil communal, so I split the duration out amongst party members. I
Okay, what will protection from evil grant them?
Creatures, anything that tries to attack them, that comes within 1 foot of them, has to make a will save. I don't remember what it is, or it doesn't repel them, but they react and jump back from it. All he has, by the way, is a quiver and a belt pouch.
No bow.
Creates a magical barrier around the subject of this.
see. First, the subject
Is he
gains.
wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
First, the subject gains +2
Have to make
reflection
sure.
bonus on AC and +2 bonus on resistance saves. They both apply against effects from evil creatures. They also immediately gain another saving throw against spells that include mind control or charm.
So if they fail a throw, they get a second throw.
Right. And it prevents bodily contact by an evil summoned creature.
This causes the natural weapons of such creatures to fail and to recoil if such attacks require touching.
Theodore is sniffing Patch.
Patch growls at Theodore.
Alright, so
She growls back.
if they use natural attacks,
And tries to
they
puff
get
up.
repelled.
Like,
Right.
I'm bigger.
So,
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a 7th. Are we 7th level?
yeah, you're all 7th level.
7th level. So,
Fun fact. This guy's already been in on killing one ring lord.
what?
This guy's already been in on killing one ring for it.
Sweet.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Rest of the time on me.
There was also a good amount of items that were lost from destroying the bell tower too. Like, oh well. So yeah, it's quiet. And as for Theodora, both Theodora and the Badger smell a trail of decay heading into the door.
Hey, it stinks.
Theodora, not Corbin. On point.
Not Corbin. That's your name now. Sorry.
I can see the future.
So where's the door?
Right there.
Okay.
How do I add the name? Down at the bottom. Or under his token.
You
I
click.
can
When
go
you
into
open up,
settings and change it to...
when you open up the edit token, just
Oh.
click on the show
No,
nameplate
in
checkbox.
Okay, is it showing this takeaway under Corbin's token?
You might have to click the little box that says show nameplate.
And then click on Save Changes. Yeah, alright.
What is this?
There.
Okay.
Right. What's wrong? No, I only texted you. I didn't call. Yeah. Bye.
So is this a closed door in front of us?
Yes. With a red X on it.
Tagwayne steps up. Does it look locked?
It doesn't look locked. In fact, the door looks really old and termite infested.
Tagwayne kicks it.
Alright. Kick it down this bitch!
Because Badger ain't the only one that don't give a shit.
there you go.
Alright.
So the door opens to you. And inside you see, next to a low candlelight, Esther on the ground, presumably passed out.
Corbin's... Oh, there it is. Okay. So it is actually... I see it. Shadow still.
Detect magic?
Okay, I see now.
The tech magic, you do feel the presence of magic in this room. Or in this shed.
Okay. There's magic.
In fact, the presence of it feels a lot stronger than it was in the clock tower.
Channel positive energy.
Go ahead and roll your dice for it, because the only one you hit is Esther.
What if I'm doing it to heal
Yeah,
living
Mark.
creatures?
If you're doing it to heal living creatures, roll your dice.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind. It's cool, folks. See this?
Tell me how much you heal her by.
I'm gonna steal your dice. Go to my happy box. And
It's probably stuck on your belt inside your robe.
oh, look at that! I'm a fucking magician. That would be 15.
Alright, so you heal you heal her, and she starts coming to, and slowly sits up like, where? What? Stanton? Where am I?
Esther,
I think this is a tarp.
I'm fully aware of that.
Tailwind reaches behind him, reaches into his quiver, and pulls out an elven curve blade.
This is. Oh, let's see. I need to check on something.
You're tricksy, aren't ya?
It's an efficient quiver.
I would assume you wouldn't buy a quiver unless it was efficient.
It does have a bow in it too.
Alright, so everybody make perception checks real quick. Just because.
Just because there's nothing going on. No, of course not. Why would there be?
Let's see.
Holy
Oh.
dick!
Nice. He sees everything. 19 plus.
So I got a 33. I'm reading minds.
Okay.
19 plus 14 for Lucy. 7
Yeah, you get it too.
plus 5 for Theo.
You know the image I showed you on Facebook of the Cossacks riding bears?
Yeah.
Kind of feels like that.
Corbin gets a 36.
Alright, so all of you actually end up catching this, and your animals also kind of perk like something's coming close. And then all of you hear the sound of very heavy footsteps coming from, let me switch back to it later, coming from this way direction. So,
Patch has low light vision, so he should be able to see.
Should I just go ahead and cast Flaming Sphere?
Remember what we talked about with...
so you all see a large hulking creature wrapped up in a cloak, trying to come towards you, but you all manage to hear his very soft footsteps, and just when he notices you all see him, he tries to lash out with a scythe, which gives him reach. So you all save yourselves from the sneak attack since you noticed him, but how did you say it's pronounced again? Your character's name?
Just call him Tade.
Tade is still going to get attacked by this scythe he's wielding.
Okay.
So does a 18 hit his flat foot?
Can't be called flat-footed, so
Okay. Nope. Alright. Well, then everybody roll initiative. Okay, I still gotta clear. Move alternatives. Here.
Whoa, nat 20. Sweet.
So when he unflails himself from the cloak, you're looking at what appears to be a large scarecrow. So Lucy got, what was Lucy's total?
Nat 20.
Because she doesn't have a dexterity mod.
Yeah.
Stanton.
12. By the way, really quick, who volunteers to get hit with channel negative energy?
And
you can hit Damien, that's fine.
Tade.
Okay.
Where's my book?
is up first.
Okay.
May have lost out on the clock tower thing and everything, but at least we...
You still get to play with the scarecrow.
Yep. And a nice little encounter I thought of. For character!
Take points to Patch. Patch takes off running. He's running in this direction.
Alright,
Just to be able to see.
Patch is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Actually, if Lucy is able to maintain 30 feet from Stan, he'd be able to channel, not risk.
So she'll just run away.
So
I mean, not run away from the fight. You
Right.
feel like
does
you're on the
Patch get
fringes.
hit
Yeah.
with a... Does Patch get hit with a 31?
Yeah.
2d6 plus 8. So Patch gets hit with 12 points of damage.
Are we going to kill his new character now?
Most likely. Because he decided to send his animal charging into somebody who has a 10-foot melee range thanks to its scythe. Well, and it's a large size creature.
Okay. And then Tadwayne will step in.
Are you counting in the protection from evil?
That gives him a +2 AC.
If you attack, it negates it.
Oh.
Yep.
Now, if you attack or if you take offensive action, that's
Offensive action.
okay.
Yeah. Alright, so let's do Patch. And let's see. What's that bonus there?
Something good to go if we fight against a giant scarecrow flesh golem.
It's been so long since I played this character. Yeah, the last time I played him, he killed the Runelord.
Nice.
So steps in, attacks, and swings. Takes a chopping swing. For 20.
20?
Yep. Raging, by the way.
20 actually hits.
Okay.
420. It's typically associated with
Not fighting favored.
420 consistency is the time that smokers start lighting up.
So I need 8. 8.
The Lord, you know.
Oops. This 10 for 20 damage.
For 20 damage.
Yep.
And that's the end of T-Wing and his badger?
Yep.
Okay. That brings it to Lucy and Theodora.
Hold on. Let me see something real quick. If I can just get that out of the way. Measure that.
Lucy.
Actually, how many attacks of opportunity?
Unless you have the feat, you only get one attack of opportunity per round.
It doesn't have combat reflexes.
Theo moved there. She'd be out of range and flanking.
Ah. Okay. So Theo's going to move there.
You don't have to move her. You're the one in control of the token.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. So she flies over there.
She is now flanking with the Ranger and the Badger, giving her a +2 to her attack roll.
Sweet. Attacks.
Where's she at?
Right behind the Scarecrow.
I can't see it.
She should be right there.
It's in shadow.
Oh.
Oh, just a bite, right?
Yeah.
Since I
Yep.
moved? Okay. Ah, crap.
Yeah, this is what I'm
12.
seeing.
You just want to make the monster give off a bright light, because...
Let me check this real quick. Does that change anything? Or you know what? I probably know what I didn't change. Those of you who actually... Stan, you're the one with the torch and light and everything, right?
I have a torch, and I cast light on Lucy's
There we
staff.
go.
I forgot to check mark that all players see the light that you two are giving off. Works?
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, what was your attack roll?
12.
12. 12 unfortunately does not hit him.
Okay. Lucy casts Summon Nature's Ally 2
Okay.
and summons a... what is it? A wolf.
Where is she? Where is she summoning it?
Can I do it right there?
Yes.
That works.
Alright. So, Wolf is going to automatically get an attack on him.
Wolf. Wolf.
I didn't even
Wolf
realize
is in
that.
the game!
Yay!
S's, W's, Will-O-Wisp, Wolf. Melee, bite +2. Wow. Nat 20, I'll be goddamn.
Critical!
It
I
won't,
wanna get critical!
it won't get the chirp
critical.
up since it's a size higher. But it's able to do
Let's make this critical.
14 points of damage to him.
Sweet.
Is he looking healthy?
Still, yes. Very much so.
Shit.
Very much so healthy.
Cool.
And, yeah, that was both.
Yeah.
Lucy and Theodore, so now we're up to Mr. Scarecrow. Mr. Scarecrow is not happy to be surrounded.
It's like having a bell fall on you.
In fact, Mr. Scarecrow is not very happy whatsoever. He lets out this bellowing roar and turns attention to the Badger, since the Badger seems to be the smallest and weakest creature in his line of sight. And he is going
He's
to
a medium
use...
creature, by the way.
Huh?
Medium creature.
In that case, it would be Theodora. Because Theodora's a tiny one. Let's see, I know. Oh, wait.
Please tell me it's a nat 1. Please tell me it's a nat 1.
Your eyes is...
Because if she's in the bathroom and he rolls a nat 1, I don't have to do anything.
He is going to turn on Theodora and he's going to use Vital Strike. So he's going to forego his multiple attacks to make one possibly very strong one.
Nat 1?
More like Nat 20.
Oh!
Can we spend fate points to make him re-roll?
We should maybe wait for her to get back.
Yeah.
You already killed one character today.
Because that's going to be...
Scarecrow tends to be the first real threat of TPK in Rise of the Runelords. It can happen sooner, but
In And then, from what I understand, it's pretty much from Chapter 3 on that the glows really come off.
Yeah, that's when you find out that if you don't have optimized characters, you get the shit beat out of you. So, in other words, most of the party's going to die very soon anyway.
Gotcha.
Maybe, I mean, they survived a lot of the other encounters that people complained being TPK'd on.
Yeah.
Because let's see, unless she wants to spend the hero point to do so, we're talking 2d6 plus 8 is 14. Another 14 is 28. And 28 times 4,
Is a
Theodore
dead
would be
dragon.
dead.
Yeah. So,
I'm going to allow that pretty much because I don't want to kill more than one. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's re-roll this sucker. 11 plus 13 is 24. Does 24 hit Theodora's armor class?
See, this is what I was afraid of. Me actually having responsibilities. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at either.
Careful with the book. The core rulebook has extremely weak binding.
Let's see, AC. She has an AC of 22.
So it does hit.
Right.
Roll weapons damage twice, add the results, then add the bonus from strength. So that's 10, and that's 7, so that's 17. 17 plus 8 is 25 points of damage done to Theodora.
So that'd be 44, 40, 39.
Y'all should invest in some sheep protectors. And then use these.
That would be a good one, too.
Keeps things much cleaner.
All that wonderful margin art.
Yeah.
And this insinuates that shit has really hit the fan. Now it is Stanton's turn. And
Channel.
Esther is pretty much cowering behind you from this thing.
Channel negative energy.
Concentrate. What am I saying? No constitution. Immune to mind affecting. Immune to bleed. Bleed disease that affects necromancy wounds. I'm trying to see if it actually has anything about which channel it would be hit by. Because it doesn't have channel resistance, it just has magic resistance. Not subject to ability damage, ability drain.
It's on the book now.
Hmm?
It's on the book now. At least.
I guess it would be channel negative. So, yep. What's the will save he's got to make?
He has to make a will save of 19.
No.
Alright. I'm going to steal her dice for this.
If you need it, I got plenty.
That is 9 plus 14 points of damage.
Two dragon on this guy.
No!
I critted
With Vital Strike.
with Vital Strike, so he spent a hero point to make me re-roll the attack.
Thank you.
Because, yeah, when all the numbers
39
added up,
points
Theodora would have died.
Down past the Constitution and all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just dragon jelly everywhere.
That's not good.
No.
But it looked like Corbin.
So, Ty,
It's the most excellent adventure.
Let's play. What can optimized characters do?
God damn that.
So, let's see. Raging. So.
He just wants to get on the internet. Get it? It's on the book. Very top. And now he's...
Does a 21 hit?
21 will hit.
Okay, so a 22 will hit. And does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. This is Hatch, so I need Bite, Claw, Claw. 6, 4.
I'm actually doing a drum thing. What are you doing?
I'm doing Gangnam style.
Oh, God.
Hatch does claws him and bites and does 19 damage.
Okay.
And now we'll get to
Had to steal your dice.
Tigween. This is plus 14, and that is plus 9. Does an 18 hit?
No.
Okay. That one will hit. So. These. 24 damage.
Now he's starting to look really bad. And Jay, while you were gone, Joe was kind enough to mention that the scarecrow you're all fighting is one of the first real risks of a TPK in this game. And then I mentioned that I read from a lot of people that from chapter 3 on, the gloves really come off in this adventure path. So yeah.
Uh-oh.
Things do end up getting tougher from here on out. Anyway, it's now Lucy's turn in initiative, but he's starting to actually look terrified.
Okay.
The construct is starting to look
Wait a
terrified.
We read before that he gets terrified of fire.
Fire spells will slow him, but not actually harm him.
Ball of fire. Trap him in.
Ball of fire.
Where is it being placed?
There.
It didn't ding. There?
Okay, now yours didn't ding.
Nope.
Are you seeing that?
You're on the cursor, right? Not the roller?
Right.
Yes.
There we go, I saw it.
There you go.
So, adjacent from Theodora.
Yeah. You just
Coleman,
dropped.
did you, looks like you just left Roll 20, and it's... the Scarecrow has no controller!
It still shows me. Are you seeing my ding?
I'm seeing your ding,
Yeah.
but we're not seeing you.
That's weird, but anyway, so...
Yeah, so
I see you now.
that's
Oh, no, now you're gone.
that's where the
Okay.
flaming spear is.
God, God damn it, Roll 20, get your shit together.
So, the flaming sphere appears beside him. He's all like, "Arrgh! No!
And Theodora bite claw claw.
Alright.
And the wolf attacks, I assume.
Yeah.
So
So, I want to insinuate that in your reading of constructs, you all would know that speech is supposed to be a no-go for them.
I don't care if...
The wolf is going to miss.
19 plus whatever for flanking.
Yeah. So the first attack Theodora hits.
19 plus 8 plus flanking.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 plus 8 plus flanking.
No.
I don't think that, yeah. So that's 2d4 plus 3.
7.
10.
Oh yeah.
10 altogether?
Yep.
What does Lucy... Oh yeah, Lucy casts 7. So...
And the wolf? The wolf missed?
Yeah. On his turn, being boxed in as he is, he immediately drops his scythe and goes, "Don't kill me! Please!"
Channel negative energy.
He's dead. Well,
What?
yeah, he's dead. You just got a negative. You just got a 1 on the dice. He's dead.
Yeah. Stanton goes over and immediately starts beating his head in with his Morning Star.
All right. Esther comes over and grabs your shoulder like, "Stop! Stop! Stop! He's dead!"
Stanton just starts to cry as he holds Esther close to him.
She's a little saddened as well from everything that happened. By the way, I'm guessing whoever ends up looting it first, it is carrying a +1 sight and a cloak of Elvenkind.
Theodora totally.
Which a cloak of Elvenkind gives you a +5 to stealth rolls when you have it wrapped around yourself.
And a +1 scythe.
Yes.
Cool. Lucy might actually be able to wield that.
A scythe is a martial weapon.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Okay.
so, do you take her back to the cathedral, I guess?
Yeah.
But it's a slashing weapon. Right?
Metal.
Yeah.
They can't do metal,
It's a
but
metal weapon.
Well,
the scythe is
I
the
thought they-
exception
I
for
thought-
some reason.
I thought that they can't do metal armor. Like, they can still wield weapons like scimitars and shit, but they can't.
Oh, maybe it's the scimitar. I don't know. Either the scythe or the scimitar is an exception,
Because...
and no one. I haven't found a good explanation
Well, I
for
think
why.
like druids are like one of those weird classes where they get like proficiencies with like individual weapons, and some of those include scimitars because one of the druid spells involves summoning a flaming scimitar.
Druids are proficient with the following weapons: club, dagger,
Yeah.
dart, quarterstaff, scimitar, scythe. So they actually are proficient with scythe.
Okay.
They just can't wear metal armor.
Yeah. They are proficient with all natural attacks, proficient with light and medium armor, but are prohibited from wearing metal armor. So they can use metal objects, can't wear metal armor.
So if you like somehow found like an ironwood chainmail, you'd be able to wear that, but it's really rare and expensive.
Yeah.
So, you take her back to the cathedral, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. When you arrive at the cathedral, the Grand Ordinator is still there, and he rushes over and embraces her as well. And, yeah, they're talking and whatnot. Theodore still has the rolled up scroll, I imagine.
By the way, I found this. She holds it up.
Since nobody went through the tower whatsoever.
Well, Stan's a little whacked out at this point.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah. Rest of the night is probably spent you all getting over the fact that she was kidnapped and held captive by a giant flesh monster.
Yeah.
And that Corbin died.
Yeah, and that Corbin died. Which, when
Cade.
when Tade, I'm guessing Tade reports that to the Pathfinder Society.
Yep.
That's going to be
Gives us a
how
good lead in, yeah.
that's going to be how the maze comes in now.
Now I get to prove how not manly I am. Oh, look at that. I'm the beast. There you go.
I drew an arthritis.
Okay. That's good to know.
Before the end of the night, one of the paladins of Abadar comes back to the cathedral and pulls the Grand Ordinator aside and whispers something to him. And despite how happy it is getting Esther back, the news he ends up hearing also ends up putting a grim look on his face. And he walks back over to all of you and says, "It would appear that the Hells are not as fortified as we have always bragged of them being. The Hells being the best prison in Magmar and also literally a hellhole for the prisoners."
Oh, they literally go to hell.
Your Judge Ironbark, or I should say former Judge Ironbark, was found in his cell with his throat slashed just an hour ago. Nobody knows how it could have happened.
Well, you didn't exactly find that snake lady.
Seaweed says, if the rumors have heard are true, it sounds like you have one less issue.
Well, he wasn't exactly the nicest man.
And a 7-pointed star was carved into his chest.
Oh, so the way he murdered all those people.
It would seem so. But I believe we've all had far too much excitement for one night, so if you excuse me, I am going to my chambers.
Oh, come on. The night's just getting started.
No, I believe I am good. He gives Esther one more hug and goes up the stairs.
That's my ranger, by the way.
And
He's so tiny.
Black studded leather armor.
I'm pretty sure that witnessing the death of one of her friends would be a perfect leeway for the thing you have planned for Lucy.
Yeah.
Right up.
She's gonna go drinking. With Theodora as her wing girl.
Stanton gets up to go back to his chambers. He stops and kind of looks back at Esther, but realizes he doesn't have much to say, and goes on.
She quickly lets out, "Is that opening in Sandpoint still available?"
Yeah, it is.
Because I think I'm done with City Life now.
I am too.
I will have my things prepared for whenever you all leave. And so, the next morning arrives. Lucy is not back at the cathedral. Twade is back at the society reporting on the death of Corbin and
You
anything.
said it
so-
differently every single time.
I know. Shut up.
Don't worry, there's one of the society GMs who I think has done at least 15 games for tabling, still pronounces it wrong.
It's at that point I would do a table flip, like, damn it! Change your name! So, he's still at the society reporting everything that he saw and about Corbin's utter demise. Lucy has not returned from wherever she went in the middle of the night.
Wasn't she staying at the society lodge in one of their
Yes.
cabins?
Yes.
Okay, so I assume that all happens
Yeah.
in the
and,
bar area.
And you'll all see that in the write-up when she
Yeah.
posts it to the group page in the forum. It's going to be really funny. Stanton, did Theodora leave the parchment behind, or did she take it with her?
Well, since no one said anything, she takes it with her.
Okay.
So,
Well, Stanton, when you come to and head down to do whatever, you see the Lord Mayor walking into the foyer of the church with his bodyguards.
The new mayor, or
The Lord Mayor, not the new mayor, the Lord Mayor.
okay?
you're screwed.
The Lord Mayor Gabaris. He's kind of a chubby guy. He's all prim and proper, but he just oozes with corrupt.
Self-importance.
Yes.
Okay.
So he comes in. He's all looking around like, I'm looking for Stanton Down. Where is he?
I've had a bad night, so please try not to piss me off.
Yes, I heard. With it including breaking down that wonderful clock tower.
Wonderful. It was a decaying ruin.
The city spent a lot of money on that, son.
They obviously didn't spend enough keeping it up.
It's the underbridge. What do you want? Besides, I'm here for celebratory reasons. I heard that you put a stop to the murders that's been happening in this fair city. It's a shame to think it was just this iron bar. Gods have mercy on his soul now.
I'm sure he's rotting in whatever prison Abadar has prepared for him.
I guess so. But I digress. I am here to invite you and your friends to my lovely manor for a celebratory dinner where I will also reward you all for stopping this fiendish plot on the city.
This is sounding so familiar.
I'm not sure in what way, but okay.
Go ahead. Ignore me.
Oh, I know. She like box love.
Yeah. Yep.
My companions and I haven't exactly had a good history with manners.
Pardon?
Every time we enter one, there's always at least 2 or 3 individuals there who are trying to kill us, maim us, torture us, or manipulate us into killing each other.
I see, but I give you my word as mayor of this city that I only mean to throw a dinner for you all and some other higher-ups like the other judges.
I also had the word of his lordship.
And who might this lordship be?
The late Voral Foxglove.
Aldrin.
Aldrin.
Aurora was the ancestor. I see. So I take it you will not be coming.
Our investigation isn't over. If our investigation brings us to your manor, then we'll be at your manor.
How is your investigation not over? You killed... Ironbar was first in prison and now dead. He was the one responsible for all the murders, yes.
We have reason to believe that he was not working alone.
Oh, I see. Well then. In that case, I suppose I shall have to give you your reward now. And he snaps his fingers, and one of the guards hands him a parchment, and he starts writing it down. It seems fair. What are all of your names?
Stanton Dowd. Lucy of Sandpoint, along with her companion Theodora.
Mm-hmm.
The late Corbin.
Let's see. 2, Staten Dowd, Lucy of Sandpoint, companion Theodora, the late Corbin.
Teedwing, the Ranger.
And the Ranger.
Just the Ranger. People know who he is.
I, Lord Mayor Gorbaris, reward each member 6,000 gold in total. 6,000 gold, totaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35,000 gold. And he hands it all to you.
It's a good thing we're in a bank then, isn't it?
I believe so, yes. So everybody gets 6,000 gold, and I guess you'll all have to decide what to do with Corbin's share.
Dibs!
He was a member of the Pathfinder Society. They'd probably have some sort of will in case of his demise.
Fine.
So, flipping over to Lucy real quick, you get out of your situation, and
Oh, does she wake up in bed with someone?
Yep.
Awesome. I want to hear details now.
So, what was it? Krunk?
Krunk the Barbarian.
Remember Krunk the Barbarian? Yeah.
She gets drunk, and Theodora, being Wing Girl, hooks her up.
Yep. Yep.
Where Lucy it's not so much as Lucy gets passed out drunk and wakes up not remembering a thing, it's more like just very inebriated, very, okay, sure.
Yeah. Theodora urges her on, and yeah.
So,
And you never actually went back to your room, did you? This is all...
No. Yeah.
So, would I have actually been woken up with a police report at the Pathfinder Lodge about lewd behavior?
no, it would have been handled within the lodge. They would have shoved them off to a room.
So Lucy wakes up in that situation.
Oh,
By the way,
her room or Crunk's room?
to finish it
Might
off,
be Kruk's room.
y'all remember that nice long note Corbin posted?
Which one?
And the, like I posted it in the group, and it was like ridiculously long note to about what was going on in Sandpoint and everything.
I think so.
Maybe. Go on, yes.
So, Tailwind's missive. Ambrose, Agent Corbin was killed at Magnamar. I helped them finish off their task. The High Marchers will send his remains. Regards, Tailwind. That's it.
Wow.
That will tell you a little about Tailwind.
Yeah. That works. Gets the job done.
Theodora is not only gloating as she will in your write-up, but she is still holding on to that sealed parchment.
At some point, I assume she might get bored or something and open it up to read it. Wait, can she read? I don't know.
Has she ever ordered off a menu?
Ah, yes. So she does know how to read.
Your dragon has an intelligence over 10, so she would be able to read. since we've been playing up to that.
Unlike Lucy's boyfriend.
So here's what does Theodora read it out loud or to herself?
Since no one else is there, I'm assuming she'll read it to herself.
Are we meeting up?
Like, yeah, are we meeting up, or are
Because
we...
as far as Stanton is concerned, we still have shit to do.
Yeah.
However, everyone else feels...
Well, the other character is now effectively out, because a magus is going to come and take his place, but you all don't know that yet. So it's pretty much
Well, he can still roleplay the magus, even if he doesn't have a character sheet, right?
That is true.
Well, he probably, unless he was in town already, but he wouldn't have, if he was in Magnamore, he would have been there already on a job, so he would have first needed to hear from the society in order to do stuff.
So he wouldn't be assigned.
Right.
Maybe he's, like, sitting at the table behind them, or something.
Yep. However much time I allow to have passed between chapter 2 and 3, he'll end up getting assigned.
Yeah.
He's reading the newspaper early morning
So,
while Theodora is...
so just
Getting Lucy coffee.
So just to wrap this up properly, Stanton, you eventually find her in the lodge, looking very hungover, and probably glowing a bit.
Ruffled hair.
After a night like that, you are not glowing.
It depends on how good Crunk is. You never know. You never know.
Also, probably too drunk to remember it.
Point.
So it's more like you don't have like the glow of, oh, I just got laid. It's more like all of the regret.
What happened last night?
I got you laid.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Why else would you wake up naked next to a barbarian?
A ceremony of some sort? I don't know.
So yeah, Stanton.
Did he thwack you with his hammer?
So yes.
He probably beat that chastity belt right off.
So yeah, Stanton. She's all downtrodden and drinking her coffee, looking very hungover and ruffled. And
Hair a mess. Wearing the same clothes she was wearing the day before.
Good God, you look like a savage. You can say that again.
You did that pretty well.
From now on, he's roleplaying.
And this is the note that Theodore reads. My sister, I trust your little band of murderers is doing well, gathering the greedy souls for our Lord's rise. Has Magnamar proven to be as simple as you had hoped? It may interest you to know that my plan to nurture greed here in the backwater has blossomed. The quality of greed in a soul is so much more refined when it is given the proper care. Are you still simply carving the Shiadon rune on them as they expire? How crude. My method of marking is much more elegant. In any event, I'm sure that your plans for harvesting greed where and when you can find it in the wild are progressing well enough. I just hope that your raw, ungroomed, and likely inferior victims don't interact poorly when mixed with the purity of my own subjects.
Hey, Stanton. You and this guy have something in common. You think you're better than your sister.
If you tire of your little project there, know that you're always welcome to come to Turtleback Ferry, which is a city to the east of Magnemark, and serve as my assistant, little sister. Fort Rannoch should be in our control by the time you receive this letter. In any event, so there will be plenty of room for you if you wish to take me up on my generous offer. Oh, before I forget, have you managed to harvest that Lord Mayor yet? By all accounts, he might just be the cream of the crop in Magmar. His soul might even rival several of my hand-grown harvests. It ends unsigned.
It's like he took time out of his day to mention every specific location we should check out.
That is full of plot points. Oh.
It's got a couple in there.
Did you get filled with plot points?
I'm not sure. It's a little
Maybe you
fuzzy.
should ask Gronk.
Damn! Suffice it to say, that's where the chapter concludes with you all reading that note. And knowing that something far more sinister is going on elsewhere in the world, considering there was mention of gathering greedy souls for a Lord rising. There's a city being harvested in the same way Magnemar was.
Well, more refined way.
That means that there are two of these snake-like ladies out there now. A fort is apparently being taken over. You have all managed to take on a dangerous cult, a haunted house. You saved the mayor from being one of the sacrifices.
And endangered the lives of hundreds of civilians by knocking down a tower.
And I will go ahead and mention that however long you all feel like making the point between the end of this day and when you all decide to head towards Turtleback Ferry, however many days or weeks you want that to be, you'll end up finding out that the snake lady that was residing in that clock tower has pretty much ran off from the city.
Probably to that fort. To take up her sister's offer. I bet.
So, questions, comments, anything about Chapter 2 or the game so far? Yes, I know, I killed a character. I feel...
So you've never killed a character before?
Oh no, he's killed characters, but I don't think with this group. I think you've always, whenever, because you've told us stories about how you've like had entire party wipes, haven't you?
Not entire party wipes, just...
Oh, you did have the one party wipe with us. We fucking killed goddamn Lich.
Oh, yeah.
And then on the
Well-
one day that like only 3 people show up,
Yeah.
Wolf is like, I'm the big bad guy! And then we have to fight him and the Lich again, and we're already depleted, and we're all undergoing
Well,
the
And
status
skeletons and
effects.
vampires.
Well, that was
Yeah,
that was actually supposed to be the plan, because then the people who died were supposed to be risen up and given a second chance to save the world. But no, this is the first time I've ever caused a permanent character death right in the middle of the adventure. But
You're
at
welcome.
least it was a character that was going to be retired anyway.
Yeah.
Glad I could pop that cherry for you.
Maybe,
It's not an entire loss, but
you
I
know,
still think
I
that.
choose to believe that it's somehow like a weird James Bond thing where you actually fell into the sewers and then like made all like ran out of the city so you could retire in some backwater.
So,
Or maybe he just got turned into jelly.
So, yeah, everyone, that is the end of Chapter 2 of Rise of the Runelords. We are actually going to take a short break from this campaign, so as things don't grows stale on us, including with the characters and everything. Next week, we will be riffing the Dungeons and Dragons movie, the feature-length one, not any of the direct-to-sci-fi sequels. Which,
those are pretty bad too.
the sad thing is, I've had people tell me that despite them being bad, they managed to be better than the theatrical one.
That's pretty tough to do. Because I've seen one of the direct to Sci-Fi Channel ones, and it was.
There's like 2 or 3 of them now.
It was just bad.
I believe that I'm the only one in this group to have ever seen it, or have you seen it? No?
I might have, but my memory for movies is shot, so...
I've only seen it once, and I hardly remember much of it, but anyway, it's going to be a good time for us all ripping it.
Now, this isn't going to be like the Swedish version, is it? Because...
No.
Right. I want to make sure we avoid...
And, should time permit, after the movie, we are also going to do a quick read-through of the Book of Erotic Fantasies.
It's like 180 pages long, so there's no quick rate of that.
So, we'll flip to a random page and see what we find.
Yeah. Well, and then after that...
The aging effect on your penis.
And...
for middle-aged to venerable. Take off a half inch for every 5 years. Does that sound about right? Does that sound seductive enough for the Book of Erotic Fantasies?
I believe so, yes.
Alrighty.
And the week after that, we are going to start a small campaign that Will wishes to run, which is going to be an open box style rogue only campaign.
So,
And he's going to run that for
just a little bit, just a nice little story to, off to the side.
So however many
little
weeks,
distraction.
however many weeks with that, then we jump right back into Rise of the Runelords, where we go into Chapter 3, which is entitled The Hook Mountain Massacre. And this is where, for those of you who played the campaign, know that the gloves begin to come off. And we'll see how good our...
But for Kruk, the condoms never go on.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Am I gonna have to roll something? Uh-oh.
So, with that, we will say our goodnights, and we will see you all next week as we watch a funny bad movie.
Nice.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.